You're such an asshole.
Oh, yawn. All right. Interesting question. Military people get discount. And the reason this is an interesting question is because I've been there. I've ridden through it on my motorcycle twice. Well, actually 4 times up and back. Visiting none other than our degenerate Mexican friend, Athamal Dekua. Aaron, thank you for your fast response. Like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm reading his response to my response. All right, here we go. Hey, asshole, long time fan, first time request. Let me know your price for an email. Oh, darn it. Did I always do video? Okay, you did want a video. All right. You're in the military, or you were in the military, let's just say. We'll leave it at that. Question, I seek a Cappy blessing and a second opinion on whether I should purchase a home in Tonopah, Nevada. And he provides a Zillow link to a little kind of, what was that, late 60s, early 70s type of Rambler house? Background, young male, minimalist, making good money, working in a STEM field. Amazing how those two go together. In an industry. Currently renting a 1-bedroom in the Vegas area for $1,200 a month. No family or any other ties that would keep you in the area. I have no debt and about 160 grand saved up. You have hobbies, which I shan't mention here. Situation, your work is in a very remote location. You work a unique schedule where I'm, again, trying to keep you anonymous. You haul butt out to the place you work, literally in the middle of nowhere, Nevada. And it's a 3-hour one-way commute. And then you work several days in a row, and then you come back home. They provide room, lodging facilities, no cost while I'm there. Absolutely love the job. Would like to stick with it for at least 3 more years. Now, about half the guys I work with live in Las Vegas. The other half live in Tonopah. The advantages of living in Tonopah is you get to go home after work every day versus being stuck at the remote site with no connection to the outside world. The advantages to living in Vegas is there's actually fun stuff to do and more amenities. While the cost of Las Vegas is skyrocketing, housing in Tonopah is pretty cheap. Yeah, because there's nothing there. Everyone should go take a look at Tonopah. I came through it first time. It's a really quaint, old-fashioned, more or less abandoned Western town. It has like an old hotel and all that. Like, wow, they were really on the frontier. I think it's a mining place. Now, if I'm not incorrect, there was like a gem field on the north or west side of town. So it's out there, but there's infrastructure. I mean, you can go there. There's a place to be. I know Tonopah is nothing but off-roading meth heads who live in the middle of nowhere, but I'm considering it strictly for financial reasons, solitude, and a 1.5 hour drive to the high Sierras. Right now, there's a home in Tonopah for an affordable amount that you could pay cash for. I've not checked it out yet, but will once I receive your blessing. Purchasing and living here would drastically reduce my expenses and grant me more freedom outside of work. Living in Las Vegas is great and all, but I don't spend much time in the city. During my off time, I book it out to Red Rock Canyon, Mount Charleston, or Zion for outdoor adventure, or fly out to see friends and family holidays. You might conclude that I should just continue renting because what the F does a single guy need 3 bedrooms and 2 baths for? Also, if you do not grant me, well, hang on. Might even be able to get a VA loan. Let's just see what your payment would be. All right. Oh, you don't want to be a payment. I'm sorry. Why am I even doing a mortgage? Dude, you're saving $1,200 a month. Hang on. Let me do some math. 1,200 times 12. All right. So you would earn basically 14% a year risk-free on that money, because that's what you'd save in rent. Now, of course, there's property taxes and all that. So let's call it that's 10% risk-free. It's kind of a no-brainer here to me, but let me continue on. If you don't, let me know your thoughts on Alamo or Caliente. I'm considering those towns where when more housing comes up on the market. Living in these towns wouldn't let me come home every day. But no, okay. I give you my blessing. I give you here forthwith the Gen X, the king of Gen Xers. I give you my blessing. Absolutely, this would be a no-brainer for me. A couple of reasons: you love your job. Two, you're building up equity. It's not going to go up in value, but it'd be a good hedge against inflation. Don't complain to me if it goes down in value. You're going to save the money just fine. And then down the road, if you want to sell the place and go move into a more normal place. But I don't know, man. I think if you're going to be out there for 3 years, and you took this time to fix up the house and repair it, I asked if you had the ability to do so. You said you did. I'd also have it inspected the hell out of it. I'd also look for scorpions. Get yourself a black light. Okay, make sure there's no infestation. But I think not only would it be a good financial move, which I can't guarantee, by the way, I think this would be a good character building move. You will have owned a town in the middle of nowhere. You will get to know the people. You will have an experience. Let's say in 3 years' time you're done and you don't want to live there anymore. There's at least 3 years worth of stuff to do. Going to the High Sierras, going up to Reno if you wanted to. You're really not that far away from Vegas if you want to go and visit for a weekend or something like that. Let me see how far away you're from Utah. Because you are in the middle of the desert. I think California is more likely going to be your closer hiking opportunities. Yeah, you're at the same latitude as Yosemite. Oh yeah, look, you kind of have to go the back way to St. George. It's 3-4 hours to St. George. Yeah, Reno's up there. I think you should do it. I think you should absolutely do it. Financial reasons being the least of them, but that's a compelling reason. You save a lot on the rent. I just think it'd be a hell of a story. I think, yeah, I lived in Tonopah. Yeah, I fixed up the house. Yeah, I built up equity. And what it will allow you to also do is come wintertime, which gets a little bit cooler, you'll have to sit down, really focus. You'll get your life strategy squared away. Maybe you'll write a book. You'll be able to, I don't know if you'd be able to go get a master's degree if you even need that. You seem to be more of a technical individual. I just think it'd be a good monk, kind of Tibetan monk, sit at the monastery type of experience. And you get to know the locals. Maybe you get to build the community, and not build the community, but be part of the community or something like that. Get drunk with the local bar, walk around, talk to the folk. Heck, you can even volunteer at the local police department, maybe. Become a volunteer firefighter, become a local sheriff or something like that. It'd be different. Because, dude, there's 1 million people, more than 1 million people, 2-3 million people living in Vegas, and tens of millions of people get the Vegas experience. How many people get to live in Tonopah? Lord, you might find a pretty girl in Tonopah. You never know. Oh, man, I should do Here, for those of you that got dating profiles, why don't you all go set your dating profiles to Tonopah? Find out, see what the trim looks like over there, huh? How's the tail over there? I've heard that's real good looking. This would allow you to not only focus on yourself, but perfect yourself in a certain way, know exactly where you're going, build up. I think it's a brilliant idea. And you seem to be the adventuring type where a 4-hour drive doesn't bother you if you got to go up to the Sierra Nevadas and do a little bit of hiking. If it's a little bit cold, you drop down south, go to Beatty and Death Valley are just down there. Telescope Peak. I want to try that one. I was going to do that, but it takes 4 hours to drive there, so it's kind of like, yeah, man, I would do it. You have my blessing. Go. And I think it would also give you an opportunity to really turn that house into something real nice looking, so you could increase, you get your sweat equity into it, I'm pretty sure. But it'd be good for you to say, look at this crappy old house, you built it up. And then, like, when you're an old man, you drive through, I remember this town fondly. Unlike me, when I drive through, like, Wyoming, I'm like, I want to nuke this town 5 times over. Even kill the scorpions if I have to. All right. Any super chats? Swallow Blue, $5. How much for an original? Can you stop being right all the time? Yeah, I'm wrong sometimes. Originals are like $35. Swaloo, save your money, man. You got to figure out, you're a young man, figure out where you're going. Save your money. Buy groceries, all right? Wait till you got more money. You can do that later. Can you stop being right all the time? No. Also, I got told by an interviewer I'm lazy and would drag her down her team. Okay. Do you want to work for someone like, Swaloo, who were you interviewing with, man? Her team, drag her team down? No. How does she know you're lazy? I kind of know you to be the opposite, Swaloo. Like, you kind of work hard in school and you ain't taking no. What about like just driving, man, or just a waiter or something? What jobs are you interviewing for now that people are getting picky? There was a cute girl working in the Tonopah supermarket. Frankly, Semper Cognita, I'm surprised we have anyone else who knows where that town is and has been there. All right. There you go. We'll see you guys later. Toodles.